months old, but we've definitely gotten closer in the last 4 years. So we went to the same high school, and in our freshman and sophomore year, we used to drive to school and back together pretty much every day. And even into part of junior year, because Rohan didn't get his license on time, I still used to drive him every day. And didn't get his car on time, but mostly the license. So, but in the beginning of freshman and sophomore year, everybody used to think we were siblings. Because we would always show up together and leave together, and then like if people would ask him, he'd be like, yeah, I have a sister named Maria. Like everybody thought that us. We have known each other through school, known each other outside of school, and it's been really cool to see how much Rohan has like grown as a person in the last few years especially. I feel like a long time ago, like probably all of you that have known him for a while know that he's generally a pretty quiet person. But in the last 2 years, he's really learned how to talk. No, he does. It's kind of, it's really cool to see because he has a lot of great things to say, and not everybody would always know it because he wasn't the first one to talk. And I think now he's definitely grown into that. So it's really cool to see how the first year of Georgetown has been for him, and can't wait to see what the rest of the years will be like.
Alright, so my name is Rohan, as you guys probably know, and it can get a little confusing sometimes. So usually people just refer to me as Rohan 1, my name is Rohan 2.
I'm Rishi, though I don't share a name with him, I did have to write a poem about him in middle school called My Name Is Not Rohan.
So we've known Rohan since elementary school, and we've all been friends ever since like the day we met. My first memory with Rohan was back in my old house, where during one of the most like critical scenes of the movie, and making us all research which type of dinosaur fits best into the movie and whether it really makes sense. Even today, I know that if you're watching like a James Bond movie or some sort of like action movie, he would be the one to make us all stop and make predictions on what would actually happen.
Alright, Rohan has always been the mom of our friend group. He's never hesitating to ask us whether we're hungry or if we've gotten home safely. Just kidding about that, but I honestly wouldn't even be surprised if he tucked me into bed one night. However, being the mom of the friend group does come with good things, and he has proved his ability as a role model, and he's one of our most respectful and responsible friends. There are few people who have the ability of creating lifelong plans for themselves, and as expected, Rohan has had his entire life figured out since the age of 5. He's been so focused on his career that we created a club called the Current Events Club, and me, an engineering student, he was able to convince me into doing that with him. His maturity has always fascinated his friends and family, and it still doesn't
Surprise you.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It's,
Rohan, although you've been in college for a year now, I'm glad that you're very close and nearby, so we can continue watching movies and go to baseball.
And we've shared some really amazing memories. You're one of my most loyal friends, and we have a lot of years to plan ahead of us, unless you plan those already as well.
हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे ये दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे